when I'm in the zone here. But tonight we're not live. Suge's not live, and I want to introduce myself to you guys who are new. I'm Natalie Sugar Brown. I am a woman pugilist. Been there, done that in the game. Okay, and I got some stories to tell about it. But this is my platform. The Natalie Sugar Brown Show is my platform where I come here and kind of dispel a lot of untruths and things that have had plagued me throughout my career, and I see is rampant with other women trying to make a living doing this thing we call women's boxing, right? But those who are true, and let's say, and sorry, let me get up one. And those who are true, this is our time to have conversations about the industry of women's boxing, right? People talk about boxing and men boxing and boxing in general, but I like to split the hairs and talk about women's boxing because there is a heartfelt difference, and or there is a true difference, and I want to train your eyes to see it the way it should be seen, right? So then once you are able to look at it the way it should be seen, you'll have a greater appreciation for what us women who behave badly do. Okay, so let's talk. Let's talk the talk. I don't know how long the conversation is gonna go tonight. Like I said, I'm can't be live, y'all. Sugar then got real busy lately, and I've been missing shows and things like that. But I'm telling y'all this, okay? Um, I'm still true to the game and I'm still true to y'all. So I'm fine. I may not be that tech savvy, but my guys here on Talk and Fight, they say, hey, Shug, let's do a pre-record and see how that works. So let's do it. Um, Tonight's topic is about Styles Make Fights, but part two, because the initial Styles Make Fights conversation or show was really to outline uh, the different styles in boxing in general, right? And how us women now um, develop from those styles, right? And you see them, and we do it our way. I always say this: it's not about the broad's record, right? It's not about whether she wins or lose. It's whether you like her or not. That's really what it is in women's boxing. It's really why, because our industry is riddled with horrible decisions, setups, one-sided traps, things like that. So you can't really look at the numbers, right? You got to really watch the broad get down. You got to see her behave badly and see how she deals with the adversity of these traps that are out here that us regular women who behave badly, who don't have a rich daddy, who don't have, or a rich daddy with a name, a famous daddy, who don't have, the promoter playing up in our panties and things like that. If some of us even wear the panties, you see what I'm saying? So I'm I'm talking the talk and speaking the truth plainly. Okay. And some people have come on here. I got my regulars where we come on here and we debate about it. And it's never a situation where we're going to dislike each other or not be respectful or friendly, right? There's going to be points where we disagree, where I don't quite feel what you're saying, and vice versa, you know. But these are conversations that need to be had for the greater good of women making a living doing this. And the thing about that story is it's been a fight for us the whole time, right? It's not like male boxing where the progression is their history, right? They were able to grow in this. They may have had segregation and other things that they had to deal with, but we had segregation, we had sexism, or and then now we're dealing with gender equality in this, right? Where now we have transgenders that we have to now think about whether we have to transgenders that we have to compete against now, being women in this sport, right? And being a woman in the sport of combat, any sport of combat, uh, you have to respect and accept what you are in it, right? So we don't jump in this thing as a come one come all type of deal. We come in this wanting to be the best woman doing it, except for, I mean, I can't speak for Clarissa now. Clarissa went and said, she'll take on a man and she'll beat this particular male boxer. We all are not signing on to that um, agenda, right? She's already, excuse me, she's already a celebrity. She's already a superstar doing this. And to me, that's it. Like, she's done her thing. Every time she step in the money, I mean, in the ring, cha-ching. But for fighters that have had to come up from the ground, from that dirty, and come up through the game and be recognized, even your name be recognized, not your record or anything, your name be recognized as that's a fight. That's a great fighter. That's a great woman boxer. She represents the industry, and us fighting the adversities that we did have to fight to bring value to our particular name and brand, right? Like Sugar, right? Sugar has become a voice in women's boxing. Somehow, I didn't start off being like this. Started off a regular, scrappy little girl when there was no females really fighting, or no females in the gym, that one day said, I want to be champion. I want to be the best at doing this. And I achieved it. I'm sorry, y'all. Should then got an allergic reaction to something. So this is what you looking at right here. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, okay? I'm human. So I don't like how that looked, but don't focus on that, okay? So what I'm saying is, from there, that this is my story. Like, I identify with a lot of these stories, both sides, meaning identify with it where I came up from the dirt, from just, I had to be great to get to the next step. I had to be good, great, not good, but great to get to the next step, and on and on and on. I had to take risks that others didn't have to, but I identify with those who are taking risks. But one thing they can never say Sugar did is use her other wiles, right, to bring value to her name and bring money to that ring when she's stepping in, right? I'm proud about that. I'm proud of myself about that. That when Sugar step in that ring, when Sugar fighting somebody, uh, people pay attention, right? I didn't get that overnight, and I see a lot of fighters in the game right now who deserve to have at least that opportunity to walk the path. And I think those paths are now being erased because of how women's boxing is promoted now, and the opportunities now, the qualifications that you have to have in order to get to the next level, right? Where before all you needed to do was fight. All you needed to do was have heart and put your best in it. And if you were the cream, you was going to rise to the top. Now, there are so many shenanigans, so much politics, so many smoke and mirrors out here that you can't see the true from from the untrue, right? Um, Styles Make Fights Part 2 is about, now what are we selling? What are the promoters of women's boxing selling? Because right now, except for a handful, a scant handful, all these bras look the same. They all fight the same. One, two, three, step to the left, step to the right, step to the left. That's it. Like, she coming in, boom, 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 she's stepping off to the right. It's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like this is these are the punch combinations, right? 1, 2, 3, 1. It's not it's the fighters now with the opportunities that are out here and the platforms that are available. It is unfair to the game, to the industry, to the business for broads now not to be extending themselves like they used to, right? We used to extend ourselves back in the earlier times of women's boxing because we needed to get the attention. You needed to see me do it because I don't do it like she do it, but I do it good. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't do it. You need to see me do it, win or lose, because I'm nasty. Stuff like that. Like we sold it. I don't see like now these promoters, and it's now big over in the UK, and I mean I love it, right? Women's boxing is huge over there, and I think it's probably just about the same here over in the Western Hemisphere. It's the South America got their champions, and as they always have. But I think what us fighters had was style. Why? Because over here, over in England, they real time doing it, and it was against the law, right? And nobody was in its couch, right? But everyone's doing it, and everybody's doing it sort of like, I mean, I'm gonna say it, and come for me if you want to, because I'm here. Um, all the UK fighters fight the same, right? All the European over there, they fight the same. They look the same. I don't see where one is. It maybe she doing it, but she's bigger, or she doing it, but she's smaller. But it's the same, right? That's a part of, and it's for the people who always watch the Sugar Show or whatever. This is for the people who um have always watched the show. When I say ain't no seasoning, right? Because especially in women's boxing, you gotta have some flavor. You gotta have some spice. You gotta have some sugar, salt. They call me sugar. You got to have some seasoning to you that they see it. You got to come together. It's got to be that special sauce, that special thing that people know you for, right? And I don't see it coming out of that place. Now, I said that to say this, because the UK is now the leaders of women's boxing, I'm saying it, okay? They determine the style. They determine what's on the shelf, right? So let's put it this way. You got a sauce. Let's use sauce. You got a special sauce, okay? And you using it in your little store or whatever little place of business that you got. You put that sauce on everything because guess what? The people love it, okay? Then you got the big name supermarket or the big name restaurants that don't got your sauce, but they have a lot of people that come to them because, they're big, they're a larger or entity, and they have more money to put into their products, but they don't have your special, they don't have your sauce. What are the odds that you're going to get the true value of what you put into your special sauce if you go up against the larger organization, the larger, providers of, food or dishes, meals, right? They don't care because what they put out, the people going to eat, right? What they put out, people going to buy it anyway, so they don't care. So their safe bet is everything needs to taste the same. Everything needs to look the same so we can sell it so there are no surprises, right? But here you go, you got this wonderful sauce that the people love. Everybody, and you're known for it. Now you're starting to be known for it, but they don't, the bigger organization doesn't even give you an opportunity to showcase your sauce in their organization or on their platform. Well, that's the same thing, and I hope I explained it with the clarity that opens your eyes to the fact that there's so much talent out here. There are so many contenders out here still not being given opportunities because number one, politics. Number two, these promoters, they really don't care about selling the products, which is us women who behave badly, right? But the thing about the product is the seasoning, right? You can't sell women's boxing on a cookie cutter type of marketing. You cannot. It gets boring, and then people stop believing in us, right? You got to have what sells is the one broad that goes against the grain, the one crazy one, the one that do it like this, you know, um, the one that you just bang with, but win or lose, right? Rather than Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, they sell burgers, right? But they're not all the same burger. Well, we're not all the same broad. And the larger promoters don't give the variety of opportunity that you would even have to eat a damn burger, right? Because if it was just one place selling burgers, say if it was just McDonald's selling burgers, well, I ain't too keen on McDonald's burgers anymore, like I used to be when I was a kid, yeah, eating the Happy Meals or whatever. A burger's a burger. Sometimes I like that charbroil that the Burger King do. I like the fresh lettuce that the Wendy's burger had. That crunch. Listen, y'all not paying me, so I ain't going to say too much more about these burger joints. But you know, and then at the same time, shit, I got my special. Sorry, y'all. I got my special sauce, and the sugar will throw down now. Pull the grill out, cause yeah. Well, but the frying pan, I can make that. I could throw down. I could burn on either one. And I got that sauce, and I know how to season. Right? You might want to come to one of my cookouts. But what I'm saying is this, when it comes to trying to make a living doing this, because we all should be able to, right? That's what women's boxing, that's what our fight was about. Our fight was about us having the opportunity or being able to make a living doing this just like the males. Whether, it just don't, I mean, some males aren't getting paid well, right? Just like we not getting paid well. But at least don't smudge the opportunities equal opportunities to get that ass waxed. You know what I'm saying? Let us be out there. Let us swim in the pool and say, I'm a shark, or listen, I'm shark bait. But give us the opportunity to at least get in the pool. They're not doing that anymore. So styles make fights. Everybody looks the same. So I just don't see, I don't, what is our future going to look like in women's boxing? What's the future going to look like? Because I really don't give a shit how many punches this broad threw in a fight versus her. Bitch, this ain't Sesame Street. I'm not counting. I just want to see somebody. I want to see these two broads behave badly, and I want to see who got it. I want to see who got it. Who's gonna break? Who's gonna build? Who's gonna win? Who's got the heart to endure? That's what I want to see. Who just looks scary? Who is scary? That's what I want to see. How did this bitch do it? How does broad do it? Right? And these numbers and percentages and records and all of this stuff, like how y'all reading the men's boxing, it doesn't apply to us. We're not there, at least not yet. We're not there yet. Right? I was watching a Shields fight the other day, just one of her old fights. Because I said, the topic came up in my head. I'm like, as much as they try to downplay this broad, every time she step in there, her sauce sell. She's saucy. And it's because Clarissa Shields purely can fight. She'll stand in there and she'll fight your ass. Right? And it doesn't matter because she going to behave badly. Right? Rather than, another fighter out there. I'm not going to say no name. They said she just got robbed the other day, but I mean, she did it a cookie cutter way. She did the same boring ass 1-2. My punches were harder. My this were that. My this. Well, bitch, you ain't win. Why? Because the other one was behaving badly. Right? When you hit her, she stood up and she got back in your chest. And she had the moxie and she showed her seasoning versus you. And that's why you didn't win that fight. Right? Y'all put down in the comments which fight y'all think I'm talking about. Right? And that's why she lost. Right? I hate when people out there talking about close fight. What the hell is close in a fight? Have you ever been in a fight? Well, when you stepped out of that mofo, have you ever said, well, that was close? Right? Either you feel like you needed to get something else, get some more of that ass, or you feel like, okay, I'm done. Listen, you got it. You don't ever feel like, oh shit, it was close. Because a fight ain't never close. A fight is never close. Somebody getting their ass whipped. Somebody got their ass whooped. Right? Or somebody got stopped. Because there's a difference too. Is a difference between getting an ass whooping and a difference, that's a style too, and a difference between getting stopped in a fight. Being stopped in the fight is, she got caught. He got caught. Lights out. Okay? That doesn't take away from a fighter's ability. Why? Because they got clipped. But if somebody got your number and somebody is in there helping themselves to that ass, you getting your ass whooped and you losing. And if there's give and take, somebody giving more of the ass whooping and someone's taking more of an ass whooping, right? But it ain't never close. So I want to I want to dispel that close garbage that people are talking about. Close fight. I remember people used to tell me that when I got a bad decision. Well, it was a close fight. Really? You know what? Let's try. One day I just got tired of it. Somebody ran a close fight. I said, oh, okay. How about we try now? Let's see. I'm gonna let you get as close as you can. in a fight with me. And let's see how close you feel to whether you won the fight or not, right? Because you ain't never been in a fight, in a real fight in your life. How you gonna tell me, or how you gonna say it was close? Close, what makes it close, right? And we, like I said, this ain't Sesame Street. I'm not counting the amount of punches. I'm, I, it's how she do it? How did she behave badly? Did she convince me that she won? Homegirl didn't convince me over there when she flew over there that she won, even though she might have won, right? Well, CompuBox or whatever it is, but she she ain't throw down. She ain't get freaky. She ain't do nothing that I remember even sitting right now that would make me say, man, she was getting it of it. Did you see round such and such when she did this? Did you see? But she was doing, I can't even remember, right? When you fly across the pond, you gotta kill the queen, or you gotta make her look, you gotta get real freaky with her and make her remember, make people remember how it was done, how you did it with her, right? So, man, this is getting on my nerves. I feel like taking the dog, but I won't. I won't. So, styles make fights. Bring it back again. Styles make fights because that's what sells, right? When you go into the grocery store and say you want ketchup, is there only one kind of ketchup on the shelf? No, you got different types, all different brands and types of ketchup. And sometimes, if you can't afford the expensive one, well, the cheap one will do. Or what you need this brand to make your sauce, or add to this sauce or whatever it is, right? That's the style out there. So these promoters, what are you buying when you pay for the pay-per-view or you pay for the ticket, right? Because the event is an experience, right? The event isn't just me watching somebody. But the event is an experience. I need some highs, I need some lows. When I'm looking at the same broad, just in a different outfit, doing the same damn dance moves, I ain't gonna buy again after a while. I've had enough, right? That's why certain fighters do become celebrities. Like, I'm a say for instance, unfortunately that she got found out to be a cheater, but Alicia Baumgartner, okay? She tactically, I was very impressed with her, how she operated in there, right? I saw, her outside, her personality and who she is outside the ring, it really doesn't matter. But what she do and who she is in the ring, right, is what counts. And I really was feeling her gangster. Tactically, I liked how she operated. I like how she put her punches together. I like I like her presence in there. And I would have watched her fight anybody because I liked the broad. Right? But unfortunately, she got whether she meant to do it or not, whether she meant to take the drug or not, she got she got caught cheating, right? So now she's on probation, right? And she got to prove for 6 months that she can be off of drugs and uh, bring money in to her sanctioning bodies because I think she still has the belts. I think she still has the belts, and I mean, for anybody who's out there right now, it's the time to fight Baumgartner. now that they going to test her, the bitch drops. You know what I'm saying? They testing her to see if, she going to she going to be riding dirty out here, or is she going to be fair, right? So within this probationary period, I mean, her line should be on fire. Now, after the probationary period, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Baumgartner you going to get. But right now that the eyes is on her, I would love to see her. Um, I would love to see anybody, any contender, go up against her, and how she manages. Um, Styles make fights. Even Savannah Marshall, tactically, she wasn't smart when she fought. Clarissa Shields, but I enjoyed how she fought Franchon Cruz. Right? Um, Tactically, she's the one. She's a UK fighter, but to me, she kind of separates from the rest because she saw some things. You could tell that she was in the Tyson Fury camp. I saw some things, some tactical things that Fury does that she absorbed and did it her way as a female in the ring there. And she was able to execute it successfully to become the undisputed super middleweight champion versus Franchon Cruz. Okay. I like to see Franchon Cruz fight, right? Outside the ring, you know, for any of these broads. I don't know. Like, very, your personality, who you are, but in the ring, I gotta respect you, right? And as much as Franchon Cruz has stepped up in the game, I have to respect that her style, right? She's not the most technical fighter. She's one of them dog fighters, right? You got to have dog in you, or you got to be able to tame the dog to fight her. And I like that, right? Because she's a high value fighter because of that. And if you can manage that, then you become a high value fighter. And that's how that works in this game of women's boxing, right? This cookie cutter bullshit that they're trying to feed everybody out here in pay-per-views, and she threw 1,000 something punches. Bitch, I don't care. I really don't care how many punches. I don't, right? 50, 11 punches. I don't care, right? I want to see how you operate in there. I want to see your tactics, right? I mean, we used to do it before. One of my shticks was what I wore in the ring, right? Because it was kind of like a dangling the carrot. Like, yeah, bitch, I got the nerve to wear this lingerie in here. I got the nerve to show my ass, and I'm gonna whoop your ass while I got this on, right? That was my thing, right? But I mean, these platforms, that was our freedom to express ourselves, right? In doing that. Now, each broad got that. You could tell what she done made. She got the bitch got her outfit made by the same person. Oh, it's just different colors. Like, there's nothing that makes me. There's To me, is nothing that is making it exciting and interesting anymore, especially since a lot of the celebrity fighters aren't fighting. It's been about a season. It's been about 4 to 6 months where none of the celebrity fighters have fought, right? And it's been quiet. I was looking at a women's boxing media source the other day. Oh, and they're gonna do this. So and so's fighting for a championship. I looked down at the broad's record, and she's 7-0, a sub 10 fighter. What the hell do I look like? What the hell do I look like watching a ABC fighter and paying my money to do it? You know what I'm saying? Sub 10 fighters fighting for championships. Sub 10 fighters getting all this attention. Sub 10 fighters with their cookie cutter ass styles that, it just gets boring. We got to come out of that, right? And it's, to me, I wish I was 10 years younger. I could probably do it still right now, right? But if I was Sugar now, wow, right? Because it don't take that much to be yourself. It don't take that much to express yourself uniquely. It really doesn't take that much, right? Be a student of the game, right? Do your work, do it how you do it. You make your money. That's it. There's so many platforms to do that, right? But that's the conversation tonight. Y'all let me know down, like, subscribe, and share. Let me know down in the comments. I mean, do you agree with Sugar or do you don't agree with Sugar, right? And that's fine if you don't, and it's fine if you do. Y'all let me know who's standing out, whose style you like, right? Because I mean, yeah, you got a story, but what's your style looking like? Bitch, she ain't got no seasoning. Bye, Felicia. Next. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you wore the Air Force Ones in the ring in a fight? Bitch, I seen a better fight in the Walmart parking lot and a bitch rocking some Payless Bobos and threw down. I made that shit rain. Bitch, is it anything that you need? Right? And they were fighting over a dude. Right? I'm not convinced anymore. Like, you gotta do things differently. You gotta do things differently now. This is women's boxing, okay? We got to continue to sell it. It is your responsibility now. It's in y'all's hands to sell this and keep it going so we can grow. We can have opportunities to make money, right? Female, women, right? So we need more women boxing trainers. We need more women's boxing promoters, right? Because we know what sells. We've been through it. We know what it is, right? And I'm not talking about women who, oh, they want to be like a man promoter so they trying to sell men's boxing. They'll put one or two women on their card. We need women who know the game, who came up in the game. Laura Ramsey for one, Christy Martin, even though they don't just sell women's boxing, right? But they, these are ex-fighters who have become promoters, right? I'm sure there are more out there, right? But if you're gonna sell a product, you got to know what the you got to know what the virtues of the product is. You got to know why people want that product and what sells from that product, right? And it ain't just the obvious, right? Um, ass and ass and tiggle bitties, right? It's got to be more. Why do people particularly like? And there's some people, and they love to declare it. Oh, I don't think women should fight. I don't like women's boxing. Well, bitch, who asked you? Guess where you need to go? It's a special place for you, right? Take your ass over there, because over here, women's boxing is what we do, right? We don't need you dropping that shit under the comments. We don't even know who the hell you are, and we don't care because you're not throwing no money in the pot. So keep it moving. But those of y'all out there who like to see women behave badly, please tell Sugar. Come on my line, on my thread. Tell me why you like it. Tell me why you like it. Tell me who stands out to you. Tell me whose styles you like, right? I just ranted about three minimum weight broads that I would love. They're all different, right? You just, we have the wonderful opportunity in that division to see three different types, three different styles of broads that all three of them can fight. The potential of them fighting each other and making some good money and making some great entertainment in doing that. Whether they fight each other in a round robin, it doesn't matter who's better than who. I just want to see them fight. That being said, y'all, I'm signing out. Okay. Thank y'all for chiming in to the Natalie Sugar Brown show. Okay. Um, and I always like to thank those who show up. So, I mean, drop it in my comment. Let me know who dropped in tonight. Let me know what y'all, at least drop your name. Let me know who dropped in. Okay. I'm thanking my guys at Talk and Fight for just sticking with me, and being patient with Sugar's crazy life out here in the Sugarverse, and allowing me to have this platform or share this platform for conversations about women behaving badly, or which everybody calls it, women's boxing. Okay, like, subscribe, and share. I love you guys, and until next time. Come on now.